to achieving your fitness goals, it's all about accountability, right? Holding yourself accountable and for getting a good job done in the gym. So here to talk about more about that more is Stephanie Hanson from Innergy Fitness and Emmett Williams from MYZONE, which is the heart rate monitor that you've seen us use here on the broadcast before. Welcome, guys. It's good to see you. Now, Stephanie, you've been on several times talking to us about the importance of a heart monitor, but for some of our viewers that are new to the show, maybe they don't know exactly what MYZONE is, and so you've brought Emmett along, who's kind of one of the head guys in charge over there. Tell us about MYZONE and why it's important to our workout.
Well, what MYZONE does is it tracks your physical activity in real time. So if you're wearing the belt and you walk into a gym, your information is boomed up to the big screen. There's 5 bits of information on the big screen. If you have a look over here on one of the tiles, you've got your heart rate in the bottom left-hand corner. You've got your percentage of maximum in the middle, which is effectively the effort that you're putting into exercise at this point in time.
And that's measured like 1 to 100?
Yes,
okay.
100% is the max. You've got your name, you've got your calorie burn, which of course is important, and then you've got a point system. And the way the point system works is the more intensity that you put in per minute, the more points you get per minute. And effectively, if you want to get your results, then you've got to put the effort in, hit your numbers, get your result. Don't hit your numbers, don't get your result.
Now talk about the colors real quick too. When it switches from blue to gray to yellow to green to red, what do all those signify? Yeah,
look, the cooler the color, the lower the intensity, and the hotter the colour, the higher the intensity. So in the grey zone, you're in the 50s. That would be me walking around a golf course.
It's like a resting, kind of your resting heart rate.
Yeah, and at the moment, I'm at 51%, just because I'm talking.
Okay.
In the blue zone, that's warming up on a treadmill for most people like me. Going into the green zone, that would be going on a steady state run for, say, half an hour or 40 minutes or even an hour. The yellow zone, you start stepping it up. The intensity builds and you start moving into the anaerobic zone. That's where you're running quickly. And the red zone, you can't last in that for very long at all. That's when you might be doing a 200-metre sprint.
And that's when you hit the red, that's kind of when you want your heart rate to come back down. And I know Stephanie, who is one of my trainers, she always talks about like how important your heart rate is for getting those maximum results. So talk to us about this from an exercising aerobic trainer perspective, what you look for when you're training people and you are looking at these numbers.
Well, first I looked at their fitness level, because you can tell if someone comes in and their heart rate gets really high really quick and will not recover, that tells me there's some issues there.
Because their heart might not be healthy if it doesn't recover quickly.
Correct. Yeah, like for instance, we have businesses in our office building where we are that all wear these monitors throughout the day. And one lady came down so upset because somebody else was burning more calories than her throughout the day, and they were just at their desk, and she's like, I know I'm in better shape and so forth. And I said, well, that's a problem. Have her come down. And she came down and her heart was in the red.
Wow.
At work. And I said, this is a sign.
And if you're sitting at your desk and your heart is in the red, that might have something to do with a stress level or even a health condition. So
it's huge.
So these numbers say so much more than just our physical activity, but they kind of let us know what's going on inside of our body.
Yes. Yes, it's like the speedometer in your car. You don't know how fast it's going and how much effort it's putting out unless you see the number rise.
That's so interesting. Now, Emmett, I want to talk about, for maybe somebody that's wanting to join a gym, do you think that, I know a lot of gyms like Innergy Fitness have MYZONE, is that something we should look for when we're becoming a member at a gym, that like, do they offer this program? Do they allow us to wear heart monitors? Does our trainer care that we're wearing a heart monitor?
Yeah, look, really good point, because a lot of people come to us in the month of January with this adrenaline shot, you know, this need to get into shape. And come February, March, April, that adrenaline wears off and motivation becomes a real issue. And when you look at motivation, scientifically it's been proven that the best way to motivate anybody is to track what they're doing and give them feedback. Give them a lot of small wins along the way.
And I know when I wear mine, I get an email every time after. It tells me exactly every 10-minute increment how much I was burning, how much energy I was putting out, where my heart was. Kind of gives me like a report card from my workout. And that's important for me to share with my trainer too, because then she can track my progress as well.
Yes, and to answer your question on that, you want a trainer that knows heart rate training. You do, because if you don't know how hard your heart's working, you don't know what kind of shape it's in. It's like, you know, if you can pick up a 10-pound dumbbell or a 20-pound dumbbell, that will tell your muscle strength. But the only other way to gauge your heart strength is by looking at it when you exercise.
Just another point that we've made here at the broadcast, that by being healthy and getting and physically fit kind of starts from the inside and comes out.
Yes.
That it's not just about what it looks like on the outside, but it's kind of feeding your body from the inside
100%,
out.
yeah.
Thank you guys for being here. Always so fun when we get our fitness little fix from Miss Stephanie Hanson, and you can of course get more from Stephanie by going to our website. That's thebroadcasttv.com. Click on today's links. Lots of great fitness videos up on there. And we are back with our final thoughts. That's happening right after this.